Hello and welcome to week 10. Welcome back from spring break. I hope you enjoyed all the beaches and palm trees and Mai Tai drinks. And anyway, I hope you had at least a reduced to-do list over the last week. And welcome back to personality. So today, this week, we're getting into chapter 11, which looks at the biology and personality. I'm teaching biopsychology right now, and just to kind of get yourself into that mindset of what biopsychology does. Biopsychology is a set of glasses, lenses, let's say, to look at the world. And biopsychology has an expressed interest in explaining the entirety of the human experience through biological processes. Now, personally, my philosophy is that it's more than that. That biology doesn't necessarily explain that. That doesn't mean that I can't put those glasses on and look at things from that perspective. And this is kind of what this chapter does. In a little way, it kind of captures that idea of let's look at things biologically. So in the discussion, I'm asking you to look at a observation that we had about in terms of personality characteristics that distinguish themselves among infants that we refer to as temperament. We feel that this might be the first observable aspects of personality, be temperament. Now, there's not a lot of data that supports that temperament predicts personality later on. And the reason for that is that our personality is likely an interaction between our environment and our genetic predispositions, and they may start to emerge as temperament, but then society tries to impact them, and of course over time we adapt to the different expectations of different aspects of our society. Now, a couple weeks ago I spent time learning and becoming certified in the Myers-Briggs type inventory or type indicator, and that particular model of personality has a distinctive biological quality to it. Not that it gets into the genes, but that there are preferences in personality that are right from the start. They're part of who we are at the genetic level. How we express those is shaped by society and the expectations as we grow in a society. So here we're going to take a really deep dive here, a discussion about temperament and your experiences with temperament. What does it tell us about those first experiences where you have individuals, parents, caregivers with their own personality types interacting with kids who are expressing temperaments, and they will start that process of socializing and transforming their personalities into adult personalities. You could probably imagine the very outgoing, expressive kid running around all over the place, interacting with a very demure, very settled, very organized adult personality. There might be some goodness of fit issues. And that phrase, goodness of fit, is often used to determine the quality of relationships between caregivers and kids based on how their personalities match. So if you have a very outgoing, very expressive, very positive attitude caregiver with a outgoing, artistic, expressive kids, well, there you go. They're in heaven. You know, they just have a great time. It's when those are opposing that the parent might have to adapt some of their ways to the ways of their child. And of course, the child is also adapting as well. That beginning of adaptation starts. The assignment, okay, has to do with a connection or a mindfulness between our bodies and our lived experience of our personality. I'm having you get a little bit into mindfulness meditation. Now, mindfulness is not, you have to get away from the idea that it's sitting on a rock on top of a mountain, oming. That's real. That's what it is. Mindfulness is turning your attention to your body and your sensations while you are engaged in an activity. And the one I use for me, because I try to be mindful in a lot of things that I do. I try to be mindful right now. I can feel the table under my hands. I can feel the shirt on my body. I can hear my voice in the lights, and just to be kind of aware of the physical experience of recording this video. The example I use, however, is in dishwashing. I enjoy hand washing dishes. And so, but if you can do that in a task-oriented and get it done, or you can do it in a mindfulness sense where you are paying very, very close attention to the surface of the dishes, the heat of the water, the slipperiness of the surfactant chemicals. That's what makes soap work, that the suds and whatnot, and just feeling the clean dishes. And then to me, the exciting and very profoundly satisfying view of a bunch of clean dishes ready to be put away. I get very mindful about that. I get mindful about mowing the lawn and seeing that nice smooth lawn of my work. These kinds of paying attention things. Now, I introduce you an app that really has sort of that meditation part. But you can use the app, please do if that's a thing for you. But the idea is to become mindful about everyday things. You practice mindfulness in a meditative state so that you can use it all day and be aware. Not only do you become aware of your body, but you become more intensely aware of the circumstances going around you, more intensely aware of the people around you, more intensely aware of where those people are. You can see where that's of great advantage in terms of empathy and understanding what's going on in the world around you. Mindfulness is a goal for you to be more mindful throughout the day. It starts with meditative practice, and then it can expand into your entire day. So I'm asking you to partake in that. That particular assignment, because of its nature, is not due until April 4. We have extra time to get that done, I think. I want you to have a few weeks to do that. I might change that date and give you even more time to kind of get into that. That's what I wrote down in terms of the date for right now. But I'm going to take a look at that. I want you to spend some quality time becoming more mindful. It's a great, great personal goal to set. And the mindfulness app, available on iOS and Android for free, is a good place to start, both in your education about mindfulness and in your personal meditative and living state mindfulness practice. So enjoy that. Get mindful. So I look forward to the discussion that we're going to have on temperament, and really looking forward to see how the mindfulness app and your efforts in a mindful practice have affected you when you submit that assignment. So have a great week. It's getting sunny. It's getting sunny and warmer. I anticipate we'll probably have another snowstorm. It's Maine, and then we're going to be heading into the last part of it. We're at week 10 in a 15-week typical semesters, 2/3 of the way, end strong, and we can have a nice glide into the beginning of the summer. So that's it. And spend some time looking at the final assignment, which is a application of a lot of these theories that we've been talking about to yourself, sort of a self-study, looking at a bunch of different theories and how they apply to you. Fun. I think it's a great assignment. Self-exploration is always valuable. It's for your own personal use and in terms of self-awareness. And, well, you just can't beat that. So look forward to seeing you in the discussions. Have a really, really great week.